is, are you ready to challenge this system? I would last well. In the definition of politics, he said politics is who gets what, when, and how.
Who gets what,
when, and how. Who, as in ẹni tó get what, nígbà wo àti báwo ló ṣe get it. So, lẹ́yìn yẹn làwọn èèyàn wá misconstrue, not misunderstand. No máa sọ pé, yeah, the how can be anyhow.
Òun là ń lò Nàìjíríà yìí.
The how can be anyhow because if scholar like Machiavelli has also said that the end justifies the means. If it tó fẹ́ lọ ló matter, ó bá pààyàn mẹ́wàá kó tó débẹ̀. Gbàyàn pàṣẹ pé wà á dé yasí pé àwọn àgbàlagbà lọ́wọ́ máa rúlù wa. Wà á dé yasí pé àwọn arúgbó náà máa jẹ́ olórí wa. Àwa tá a dẹ̀ jọ̀dọ̀. So roughly we are over 200 million. Erika lo 200 million. Based on stats, over 60% of Nigerians they are under 35 years old. That's 120 million people.
Yes.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ pọ̀ jù àwọn arúgbó yẹn lọ. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ kan máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ pé ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀jú ẹ fún wa láyè ká wọnú system torí pé democracy is a game of number. But the problem is that most of us Nigerian people here, we are not ready for the system. We are just ready to. I know there are many other factors. Politics is expensive, all those sort of things. I know there are other factors. But the first and ever most factors òun ni participation. Àṣọ tí gbòòyìn ò bá count wọn ní máa fowó bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí wàá dìbò. Wọ́n fẹ́ mọ bó ṣe mọ. Wọ́n fẹ́ mọ bó ṣe tó gbégbá dìbò. Wọ́n fẹ́ mọ bí mọ́mí ẹ̀ ṣe wọlé dádì ẹ̀. Ẹni tó fẹ́ mọ́mí ẹ̀ kó tó di pé dádì ẹ̀ fẹ́ wọn. Contest.
Àyíkábọ̀ sórí ètò àìtọ́ wa fún fact gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ṣe ti mọ̀ orúkọ mi ò yípadà látànà títí òbí ní lílo ahmed ọláwọ̀n mi náà lórúkọ mi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ṣe ti mọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bá ṣe tí wàá máa ń ṣàdéhùn fún yín pé gbogbo ọ̀sẹ̀ tá a tún bá máa gbé yàn wá síbí ẹni tí àǹfààní wọn tí yóò máa lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí odò òun ni a máa gbé wá fún yín ṣé mo pé odò kò lópin àǹfààní táwa náà máa jẹ lẹ́nu àwọn tí a máa kó wa àǹfààní tí ò lópin ni àǹfààní tó ṣe wípé kò síbi tí a ti lè rí owó rẹ̀ débi pé à á rí owó rẹ̀ san òun ni mo tún ti wá gbé wá fún yín bí mo ṣe sọ fún yín lọ́sẹ̀ yìí tí mo tún wá gbé wá lọ́sẹ̀ tèmi ó tiẹ̀ tún kọjá bẹ́ẹ̀ oníwèé ni wọ́n oníkéwò ni wọ́n researcher ni wọ́n á tún wá jẹ́ international tó wọ́n lọ́hún ṣàánú wọ́n rí òye àwọn tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú yìí àti ìlú ibòmíì àti nǹkan míì tẹ́ pé mi tiẹ̀ tún ní fi kún lórí ètò yìí àmọ́ kó má dàbí pé bóyá ẹjọ́ mi ti fẹ́ máa pọ̀ jù àbí èmi gangan fẹ́ gba àsìkò ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn kí a lè gbọ́ yọkanyọrin ọ̀rọ̀ láti ọ̀dọ̀ wọn because what is here to benefit us with today is going to be something of everlasting knowledge and something that we won't regret learning and hearing from you today so ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ wọn kí a lè mọ orúkọ wọn kí wọ́n dẹ̀ lè ṣàlàyé fún wa kí wọ́n ṣẹ̀kọ́ kán kọ́ wa bí àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe ti máa ń wá bí wọ́n ṣe ti máa ń kọ́ wa lórí ètò yìí. Bàbá ẹ ṣeun gan ẹ kú àpẹẹrẹ ọlọ́ọ̀tẹ́ pọ́nlé lára wa we do appreciate you coming here because a mọ̀ pé kò easy and we know you to be a very busy person but nínú busy schedule yẹn náà lẹ tún ti yọ àyè fún wa pé ẹ fẹ́ ṣe àwọn ọmọ aráyé láǹfààní ẹ ṣeun gan gbogbo fun fact pátápátá a appreciate yín sà Ọlọ́run ní fi ẹ̀yin náà lẹ́sà bàbá kí ni orúkọ yín ẹ̀jọ̀ ẹ bá dárúkọ yín fáwọn ará ilé.
Orúkọ mi like in a very simple way. My name is Adewale.
Okay. So where are you born? Where were you born? Where were you brought up?
Okay, I was brought up from Lagos State. Like I lived my early life in Lagos State, and before I started my schooling career from Kwara State University, and then later part of my life was being based in Kwara State before I returned back to Lagos now.
Wow, that's very nice. Èmi fẹ́ máa lo Yorùbá lọ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni àmọ́ ní tó máa ń jára alára yá òun náà ni wípé tá a bá rí ẹ̀ ń tá a bá gbé wa.
Èmi náà gbọ́ Yorùbá.
Tí wọ́n bá fi fún wa lẹ́sìn òun ló máa ń bí tí.
Èkó náà bí mi sí. Let me put it that way. Èkó náà bí mi sí.
Àmọ́ bí tẹ́ ń gbé wa lọ yẹn ti ń jẹ́ pé wá pé ó kàn lẹ̀. Àwọn bí wá sí wa gan inú wọn máa dùn.
Èkó náà bí mi sí. So mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé mi most of my early age. Nígbà tí mo ṣe ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé mi Èkó mo ti lò. So nígbà tó yá mo padà kó lọ sí Kwara for some time. So mo lò by like 7 to 8 years ní Kwara State before coming back. Kó tó di kó mo kàn wá padà sí.
Èkó tán bí ń sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Kwara tẹ́tú lọ náà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Àmọ́ bí tí òyìnbó tí ń wá yìí àǹfààní tẹ́fẹ́ ṣe fáwọn viewers wa náà ló pọ̀ débẹ̀ kò sí wàhálà bàbá ní tí a máa ń sábà bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí ètò àyínà fún ṣe tó pọ̀ torí pé n ta gbélé fún ni pé a fẹ́ fi ṣe ọmọ aráyé a fẹ́ fi ṣe wọ́n lànà kí wọ́n kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ tẹ́mọ̀ ó rí ẹ̀ nínú àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ń gbèwé tí wọ́n ń kàwé mọ́ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta táwa ń bẹ̀yìn sí àmọ́ tẹ bá rí tí social media ń ṣe láìpẹ́ lónìí ẹ máa lanu pé ṣé social media náà ló change ẹ̀dínwó èèyàn tó di lé nìyí òun làwa náà fi wá gbé tòyí kalẹ̀ pé òkè ní little way táwa náà lè fi wọn ọmọ ayé lọ́wọ́ tá a lè fi ṣàánú wọn ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà máa publish tó ṣe wípé wọ́n máa rí ẹ̀kọ́ mú bẹ̀ wọ́n á máa ṣàǹfààní látòrí bẹ̀. Òun náà ni ìbéèrè tí mo wá fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín ni pé in this country that we are, if you look at the government aspect, one mo kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ béèrè nípa pé okay, ṣé politics gangan náà ń pè ní Nàìjíríà táwọn bẹ̀yìn? Ṣé mo pé ẹ̀yin ti jáde, you've been to other countries and you understand how it works there. You've seen how their politicians, how they hold, how they do things. Ṣé politics gangan ni wọ́n ń pè ní Nàìjíríà wa yìí ni àbí wọ́n ń play game? Mo ní ìdí tí mo fi béèrè because tí ẹ bá rí tí politician kan bá máa sọ̀rọ̀ bóyá kinní kan ṣẹlẹ̀ àbí kinní kan ò ṣẹlẹ̀, they will be threatening themselves on this politics stuff of a thing. Adé ń sọ pé a wà ní time democracy. Politics gangan là ń play ní Nàìjíríà yìí ni àbí nǹkan mi? We want you to help us kẹ́ ẹ bá wa ṣàlàyé lórí ẹ̀ káwọn èèyàn tún lè ṣàǹfààní bẹ́ẹ̀.
Yeah, àkọ́kọ́ náà ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ sọ yẹn táwọn ìbámu máa sọ máa ní it's a very serious matter that requires an in-depth conversation and analysis. But tábà ní pé ká wò àkọ́kọ́ náà I think best way tá a lè fi approach irú nǹkan báyìí because Nigeria la wà and Nigeria as a country, Africa country ni our too religious. So in most cases tẹ́ bá fẹ́ èmi máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kan fi hàn mo máa ń bá sábà sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ti ní ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú pé nǹkan táàrí tó yá sí pé ẹ̀kan máa fẹ́ ṣàlàyé fún yàn ní pé nǹkan báyìí ló ṣe rí. Èmi máa fẹ́ sọ fún yàn pé experience is the best teacher and there is no way you can actually change an ideology until such a person experience it live and direct. Tí a máa sọ fún yín pé kò sógun sí pé kò sógun náà la máa sọ fún yín. Tí a máa sọ fún yín pé kíní yìí kò ṣẹlẹ̀ o ó dijọ́ tó bá tó experience kíní yẹn live there gangan kí perspective ẹ̀ tó lè change. Unlike Nigeria wá jẹ́ religious country tẹ́ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pé is politics the right thing to do? Is it not the right thing to do? Èmi á sọ fún wọn ok ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ mú wa lọ sínú ẹ̀sìn. Ṣé ẹ̀sìn gangan fara mọ́ ká ṣòṣèlú? Ẹ mọ̀ Africa la wà ká nílùú mi la wà ń sìn but Africa we are too religious. Kí ni ẹ̀sìn sọ nípa òṣèlú? Quran as a guiding what's it called document for the Muslim. Bible as a guiding document for the Christian. Wọ́n láwọn like critical phases to indicate pé as a young person as an individual ó gbọ́dọ̀ participate in anything that has to do with justice. Okay. Mo lè má wà verse in Bible but I think there is a verse in Al-Quran which states that ó ní àyà kan ní Al-Quran tó ní Quran 4 verse 135 if I'm not mistaken Surat Al-Imran tó ní alladhina amanu kunu qawwamina bil qisti shuhada lillah wa walau kana ala anfusikum aw walidayni ó ní àyà yẹn sọ pé in everything láti mẹ́ pé ìbá ẹni tó tọ́ wà support ibẹ̀ kódà kí nìyẹn ò bá go against ẹ̀ bí tí mo ti fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn pé òṣèlú in most cases nǹkan tá a ti experience nílùú yìí ó ti fún wa ní reason ká má participate in politics.
Exactly. Ibi tí mo fẹ́ mú point mi kọ́kọ́ lọ sí.
So ó ti fún wa ní reason ká má participate in politics because wàá wò pé kí ni mo fẹ́ participate fún nǹkan my like normal things tó yẹ pé normal things tó yẹ kí n benefit as a citizen mi benefit ẹ̀. But Quran ti sọ fún wa pé bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ń lù wá ibẹ̀ yẹn ni peace to wa ibẹ̀ yẹn ni pé láti lè sọ fún yẹn pé this is how we can act. Ẹni yóò ṣe nǹkan tá a fẹ́ àdẹ̀fẹ́ níbẹ̀ mọ́ we need the justice to bring this person out. The only way tẹ́lẹ̀ ti mú ẹni yẹn jáde ni pé kẹ́ ẹ participate láti gbé e jáde ó yẹ pé kẹ́ ẹ jòkó sí ní kí wọ́n sọ pé kò dáa. So equation pé ṣé politics là ń ṣe Nàìjíríà ṣé politics kọ́ là ń ṣe àwọn ará láti máa kọ́ béèrè náà ni pé as a citizen àtàwọn olórí wa gangan méjèèjì ló ṣe kíni ló wà intertwine. Àti títí ní ṣáwa náà ń ṣe politics ló yẹ ká ṣe àwọn olórí wa ṣáwọn náà ń ṣe nǹkan tí ó yẹ kán ṣe because you can never give what you don't have. Ẹ̀yin títí tí ò ṣètò yín and you expect the leaders to do their act they will never do it. So there is this definition of politics tí ma ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ èdè democracy because so there is this definition of politics gbogbo wa ní perspective wa a máa ní pé politics is a dirty game politics is a game is a kini kan tẹ́bánikà law by normal standard of definition of politics there is this scholar Harold Laswell in his definition of politics he said politics is who gets what when and how.
Who gets what
when and how. Who as in ẹni tó get what nígbà wo àti báwo ló ṣe get it. So maybe yẹn làwọn èèyàn wá misconstrue no misunderstand no máa sọ pé yeah the how can be anyhow.
òun là ń lò Nàìjíríà yìí.
The how can be anyhow because if scholar like Machiavelli has also said that the end justify the mean wípé ibi tó fẹ́ lọ ló matter ó bá pààyàn mẹ́wàá kó tó débẹ̀ of which that is a very wrong perspective of what politics is. Nǹkan tí àwọn last one sọ kọ́ nìyẹn. Who gets what, when and how, yeah? That's be another lesson for another day. It's not what we are actually like. It's not like going at end mean láti bà nǹkan jẹ́. Nǹkan tó ń mí ni pé okay o, àdúgbò yìí for instance, ibo la wà yìí, orílẹ̀ níbí, Amukoko, Ìjọra, ibi tó súnmọ́ wa nìyẹn. Àwọn tó wà níbí, omi ni problem yìí. Àwọn tó wà lá Amukoko, ọ̀nà ni problem wọn. Àwọn tó wà ń bá dé school ni problem wọn. Ẹ pé problem lọ́tọ̀ lẹ́jọ́ ní. Gbogbo yín lẹ́jọ́ ní nǹkan tí ẹ̀ ń wá nìyẹn. Ẹ̀yin ni wù báyìí. What yín yàtọ̀. Ó wá kú pé báwo lẹ ṣe máa wá engage àwọn leader yín tó ti dá sí pé táàmù kòkó náà máa kọ́kọ́ yanjú kó tó yanjú torílé náà máa kọ́kọ́ yanjú because resources ò lè tó Ọlọ́run ò lè fún yín pé everything máa ní tán. So that is what politics is in actual sense. Nǹkan tí ò tó ní lùlù káwá bá ṣe máa pín for everybody tí ò dẹ̀ ní sí wàhálà tí ẹni tó yẹ kó get ẹ̀ at the right time tó yẹ kó get láti get ẹ̀ pé who gets what when and how. Ó ń ṣe pé ká máa lọ fàdáyọ pé màá pa lónìí ìfìlè dé position àbí politics mo gbọdọ̀ ṣàkóso síyàn kan ṣe kíní kan kíní kan. No, that's not politics. That is just like one of those misconceptions of what politics is meant to be.
Tí ẹ bá ń sọ fún wa nsìn, with this understanding, we understand that it's just the mentality of Africa. That's why we mistook politics for another thing. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká wá lọ. Ẹ ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé ká gbéyàn wọlé. Nílùú yìí, if you should go online now to say, okay, the current president of this country.
Mo gbádùn yín.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mo fẹ́.
Mo ti mọ bí tẹ̀ ń lọ.
Ẹ ti mọ bí tí mo lọ lé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Tá a bá sọ pé president country, ṣé àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n gbé wọlé ni? Torí pé tẹ bá lọ sórí social media, tẹ bá wo orí ayélujára, ní tó pọ̀ gan táwọn èèyàn máa ń sábà hájú lórí ẹ̀ ni pé wọ́n fi ipá, wọ́n fi agbára, wọ́n fi gba ipò ni. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí lóòótọ́?
Let me just give a context to this. I work in the non-profit sector.
Okay.
So nínú iṣẹ́ tí mo ń ṣe, ó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú pé ká máa monitor election.
Okay.
So tí n bá sọ, I'm not just ní ìkan sọ based on nǹkan táwọn èèyàn sọ. So mo ń sọ based on my field experience, nǹkan tí mo ti experience. Ṣé àwọn kan náà bá ní ká sọ̀rọ̀ 2023 election àti ẹ má jà sọ̀rọ̀ previous elections before the advent of technology.
Okay.
Bá ní ká sọ̀rọ̀ 2023 election, ṣé only perception kan ta ní Nigeria? It's not bó ṣe Nigeria nìkan gan, like in many African countries and other even developed countries, there's difference between social media engagement and actual participation in politics.
Okay.
Social media can be a platform for you to engage and for you to have free access to engagement and communicate freely. But where the actual things happen is not social media. Ibi tí mo mi lọ yìí ló máa yẹ kí n padà síbi ọ̀rọ̀ pé most wa are managed on social media, but in actual sense we don't participate in politics. Màá fún yín ní instance kan. Recently I ṣe local government election in Lagos State.
Wọ́n fẹ́ mú ẹnu lọ bíbẹ̀ yẹn náà.
A ṣe local government election in Lagos State. Níjọ́ election, sórí ilé ìmúgbé. Ẹnu pé election kò sí mọ́tò.
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
Níjọ́ election, polling unit mi ìjọba ìbàlẹ̀ wa. Kò dẹ̀ sí mọ́tò mi lè drive out níbẹ̀. Mo fẹsẹ̀ yẹn láti wá sí ìjọra torí pé kí mo fẹ́ vote. That is me doing my own part. Mo wá dé ibi tí mo ti fẹ́ vote. Ẹ jáde kẹ́ dìbò náà. Why tẹ̀ ṣe ní vote? Ẹni àwọn ìjọba yẹn wọ́n fi àjọ wọn ṣe kìnnìkan. Gbogbo yín sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ wọn. The only right ṣẹlẹ̀ fi yọ wọ́n ni by voting. But ẹ ti ní perception pé ìgbò wọ̀ kí n count. But nǹkan fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé tí ìgbò yóò bá kí n count. Wọ́n bèèrè lọ́wọ́ yín sí pé oúnjẹ tẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé tí bá jẹ oúnjẹ yóò máa rún mí nínú ṣe máa fowó rà. Tí ìgbò yóò bá kí count, ṣó lóṣèlú á sọ fún yín pé ẹ gba 2,000 dìbò fún mi. Bóyá sí pé kíní yẹn like kò ní value.
Mo gbádùn yín bẹ́ẹ̀.
Perception fún wọ́n ti like develop perception yẹn as a weapon ni pé ìgbò yín ò ṣiṣẹ́ kíníkan so that ó máa easy láti manipulate election. Young people, our young, this young generation, we are very good at ranting, but when it comes to participation, like zero niwa. A lè lọ sórí social media, blah 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 blah. This man is a balubala, all those sort of things. ẹ jẹ́ kó dijọ́ election ẹ lọ wo start àwọn tó participate in 2020 election large percentage of people don pariwo social media most people won't participate on election day won't vote but they will still go there saying that it's not our you can be popular on social media but when it comes to reality in politics àwọn mama tó ń vote àwọn ní Twitter wọn ní Instagram àwọn mama tó ń vote gbogbo àwọn mama tá a rí ẹ máa rí tó ń vote pé kíní ọ̀gbìn wọn ní social media náà gbogbo àwọn bàbá yẹn wọn but tẹ bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ pé kíní wọ́n ní tó yàtọ̀ sí ìgbà táwa ni wọ́n ní voters card.
wọn fi ṣeré
kẹ because most wọn believe pé like bí a bá ṣe bring wọn up ni o because wọ́n máa ń sọ fún àwọn yẹn pé there is this lack of generation what's it called knowledge there is no linkage with like intergeneration knowledge àwọn previous generation ó láwọn nǹkan tó ń mọ̀ tí wọ́n sì pé àwa tá a wá ń sìn I believe pé we are young we are advanced gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn is not of which àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn gangan ni real things àwọn màmá yẹn kódà ẹlòmíín nu wọn ó lè má ní nǹkan tó máa jẹ but tó bá dijọ́ election ó máa jáde òun ló yẹ kó lè easy fáwọn olóṣèlú láti lè ra wọn.
tó ti mọ àwọn ìyá yẹn lára láti lè
wọ́n máa ṣe kọ́ máa fún wọn lówó wọ́n máa jáde dìbò but ìjọ election local government àṣẹṣe tán yìí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ọ̀dọ́ tán wà ládùúgbò gbogbo wọn gbábọ̀ títì ni.
in fact wọ́n kódà news gbé.
wọ́n tẹ́ bá sọ fún ẹ àmọ́ aláwọ̀ ń bínú à ń bínú wọn ṣé wá dáadáa tẹ́ bá ń bínú ballot box lè máa lọ fi ti bínú polling unit ti máa lọ bínú kò ń ṣe bọ́ọ̀lù lè máa fi bínú. ẹ máa lọ tẹ̀ka ni mo dẹ̀ máa ń sọ kíní ó lọ́rọ̀ kan I was part of the movement though but to me mo ń feel as part of like not it's the right thing to do but tabanika put it into context a máa rò pé kíní tá à ń ṣe yìí gan ṣé bó ṣe yẹ kó lọ nìyẹn ọlá pé nǹkan ò balance náà ní 2018-19 there about there is this movement we are championing there led by Yaga Africa it's called not too young to run gbàyàn pàṣẹ pé wádìí yasí káwọn àgbàlagbà lọ́wọ́ máa rúlù wa wádìí yasí káwọn arúgbó náà máa jẹ́ olórí wa àwa tá a dẹ̀ jọ̀dọ̀ so our check constitution I repeat there is a kind of age bracket like there is age limit sí bí ẹn tó lè ṣe kíni bí ẹn tó lè like tó lè contest so and that does not give room for younger generation to actually participate and we have a lot of younger people that have these skills this experience and all those sort of things to be part of the system so let's give them the chance we actually clamor for it and one day padà change the constitution to have more inclusiveness and all those sort of things but the question is this man so far yẹn pé though wọ́n ti change the constitution election 2019 happened 2019 happened 2023 happened it was still the same set of people but the question is this mo wá máa sọ fún yẹn pé ṣe not too young to run yẹn ká níbi tá a ti normal nílùú yìí like our young people tá a ti take life was very important ni àwọn arúgbó ìlú yẹn kan máa campaign fún pé not too old to run ẹni pé kí nìdí Nigerian population ṣebí democracy is a game of what game of number ṣebí ìwé ẹni máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wípé ẹni tó bá ní number jùlọ máa Nigerian population roughly we are over 200 million ẹ̀ka ló 200 million based on stats over 60% of Nigerians they are under 35 years old. That's 120 million people.
Yes.
Ẹ̀yin lẹ pọ̀ jù àwọn arúgbó yẹn lọ. Àwọn yẹn kàn máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ pé ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀jọ́ ẹ fún wa láyè ká wọnú system torí pé democracy is a game of number. But the problem is that most of us Nigerian people here we are not ready for the system. We are just ready to. I know there are many other factors. Politics is expensive, all those sort of things. I know there are other factors. But the first and ever most factors òun ni participation. Tó máa sọ fún yín pé election yóò count. Tó máa sọ fún yín pé kinní kan ò ṣe kinní. Rí Obi movement ní 2023. Labour Party was just like though they are well structured party but who can actually say that Labour Party will push that kind of movement in 2023? Imagine kó wájá sí pé that kind of movement àwọn èèyàn awareness àwọn èèyàn ó ń gbòòrò sí ní gbogbo gbà àwọn èèyàn wá engage báyìí tó máa bí di 2031 you will realize that more new people will come into politics so that is that on that pé tó bá ní pé òṣèlú àwọn people yẹn wọ́n ṣe right thing politicians they are not doing the right thing the question is that as the citizens ṣáwa náà ń ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe.
ní aspect yẹn àgbàdo yẹn àdé understand yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn mo tí wàá fẹ́ ìbéèrè tí mo fẹ́ béèrè ni wípé if we look at the Senate,
Okay.
we have over 109, let's say 109 in total pẹ̀lú títí Federal Capital Territory ló ń jẹ́ 109. None of these senates ló below age of 35, and according to search engine bí mo ṣe sọ, search engine jẹ́ pé wá pé in this Nigeria the age of a youth is between the age of 18 to 35. Rí youth kankan. Let's exempt the president ò ń ṣe youth, vice president ò ń ṣe youth, CSO àbí COS ẹni kò kí ń ṣe youth. So take a look at these ministers, èyí tó pọ̀ jù nínú wọn they are not youth. Now let's come to this Lagos State local government election yìí tá a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ conclude yìí. The local government chairmans kò sí kankan nu wọn tí wọ́n below 35, àwọn tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ elect yìí, none of them is below the age of youth. Is it a crime in this country for a youth to rule this country, or for a youth to be in that particular position? Ṣé wọ́n kọ́ fún wa ní country ni pé àwa tí a jẹ́ ọ̀dọ́ a lè rúlù ní country ni? Torí pé kò yé mi.
Màá para níbi tí mo ti stop.
Okay.
Sherry, like youth participation in politics, big problem. Màá kọ́ gbé látòrí local government election tẹ̀sán yẹn. Local government election, I actually what's it called? Observe the last election. So some of our team, we deployed some of our team out there to observe the election to see how things was being done. But before the election, ibi tí mo fẹ́ lọ gan nìyẹn. Ṣé the problem wà nílùú yìí gan? Tábàdé ní ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ problem lẹ́mẹ̀wá. A kàn máa sọ̀rọ̀ ni. We just need to actually, we can't keep talking about problem. Solution ló matter. Ṣé àkọ́kọ́ náà, ṣe rí local government, the way local government is being structured, lóòótọ́ President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has actually passed the local government autonomy bill. But the question is this: lóòótọ́ wọ́n ti pass the bill yẹn, a dẹ̀ realize pé okay, local government ní autonomy, pé local government were autonomous. Okay. But bí local government ṣe ń wà, bọ́n ṣe ń run local government is being run as a way of political patronage. Lágbájá yìí ó ti ṣe dáadáa fún mi tipẹ́tipẹ́, ó ti wúlò fún ẹgbẹ́, okay má worry, a máa fún ẹ ní councillor. Lágbájá yìí ó ti wúlò fún Wari, má worry, tó bá dàsìkò báyìí a máa fún ẹ ní chairman. It's not more about who is qualified. Now the question I'll go back to one thing ṣe báyìí, which everybody, not everybody knows, which most people are aware that is how local government is being run. The question is, are you ready to challenge this system? Ìgbà tẹ́ election, say local government election, but personally myself, I went to the LASEC office. Mo lọ check pé okay, ṣé wọ́n ti release the data àwọn candidates. I want to see number of young people tí wọ́n participate, number of female tí wọ́n participate. To my surprise, I went there maybe 2 weeks before election. Nothing was like there is no data available on candidate and everything.
And we have 2 weeks to election.
5 days to election. Náà ṣe fi sórí. Wọ́n ní kó tún fi sí online o. Náà ṣe ń lẹ̀ mọ́ notice board wọn, list of candidates. Táwọn tún máa wá lẹ̀ kí náà lẹ̀ orúkọ local government. Orúkọ local government. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa fi àwọn nǹkan táwọn check qualified, unqualified. Kò sí data pé maybe is a young person. Kò sí data pé maybe this person is a female or something like that. Myself and our team, we wrote a letter to them that we need this data. We need to actually assess the level of youth participation at local government level. But the question is that nígbà tó dijọ́ election náà, àwọn young person tẹ̀ ń torí wọn pariwo yìí. Appeal to them, ẹ jáde ẹ dìbò. Even the election yóò bá tẹ́ bá sọ pé gbóyún ní count ṣe, tẹ́ bá sọ pé gbóyún ní count. Ẹ jáde, give if you monitor election, because election goes beyond that, pé mo kàn lọ dìbò. Mo kò ní polling unit. You will vote, you will sit, monitor your vote. Kọ́ka lójú ẹ̀, ẹ̀ka yègbò tó ní polling unit ẹ̀ka kọ́ka lẹ̀. Tó bá lọ report nǹkan tó against nǹkan tí wọ́n kọ, wàá lè sọ pé no, mo wà ń bi tí mo ti dìbò, nǹkan tẹ̀lé kọ sí tó wà ní kinní yìí, ó against almost ti wa ẹlòmíì tó máa dìbò gan, ó máa dìbò máa kò ní níbi tí mo ti dìbò. That very day, something wanted to happen. Because you have to go with your PVC.
Yes.
Mo dé bẹ́ẹ̀ because nígbà tí mo dé bí mo ti vote during the 2020 election, mo débẹ̀ wọ́n ní pé wọ́n ti change kíní kan mo lọ sí polling unit ní ibẹ̀ mo ti ló fọ́n ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ dìgbò mo dìgbò tán mo jòkó láti monitor election wọ́n realize pé some anomalies wanted to happen by saying that okay àwọn what's it called tán ní voters card wọ́n fẹ́ dìgbò because àwọn tí wọ́n ní voters card ò jáde wọ́n dẹ̀ need number wọ́n wá ń tẹ̀lé láti máa lọ recruit àwọn èèyàn láti wá dìgbò èmi dẹ̀ jòkó síbi tí mo jòkó sí mo kàn náwó ni mo kàn tọ́ mi lédè yẹn pé anything ever change by just take note that I'm an observer I'm taking record of everything these people does not have voters card you want them to vote don't worry just let them to vote I know I've taken this record and everything anything that happened here will be reported ṣé mo pé with just that statement at that my polling unit that action was stopped after election work I realize a lot of places such a thing happened but èèyàn mélòó ló ní courage láti sọ nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹn.
Yes sir ṣé mo pé ibi tí ẹ ń bá wa mọ́rọ̀ lọ yìí ẹ ń sọ pé our youth náà jáde láti dìbò.
So
ẹ jẹ́ ká wò for this instance bóyá ká wò báyìí pé okay ẹni tí wọ́n fà jáde fún wa you know we don't have the power to bring people out.
Yes.
They select in their own place. Ká assume pé bóyá ẹni yẹn and kí ẹ tó rí pé wọ́n máa select yàn jáde maybe he was a former councillor.
Interest lórí àbí.
Interest lórí ẹ̀ wọ́n wá kó bóyá bí èèyàn bíi mẹ́ta tó ṣe wípé we know that when he was even the councillor he did not do anything. Agídí làwọn ará àdúgbò rẹ̀ àwọn aráàlú ni wọ́n fi ń rí. So they now bring him out and say okay he is the next to become the chairman. How do you expect us to come outside and vote for such person? That's the option for me.
Nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ yìí perspective party ẹ̀yọ̀ kan ni.
Okay.
Perspective ẹni but mo sọ pé problem kan nǹkan tẹ́ ń sọ yìí problem ni o but perspective party ẹ̀yọ̀ kan ni. We have many political parties. We have what? Many. Èmi àyè máa sọ tí gbòòyìn ò bá count wọn ní máa fowó bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí wọ́n á dìbò. Mo sọ fún yàn kan jọ election mo ní pé why are you not voting? Ó ní why tí mo ṣe bí mo rí kíní tẹ post ní ìjèlú pé wọ́n disqualify candidate kan ní local government wa ẹni tẹ́mi gẹ́ dìbò fún yẹn lè ti disqualify 5 days to election. So I have no reason to vote because ẹni tí mo believe pé ó máa deliver kò sí lórí ballot box ó ní genuine reason. Irú ẹni báyẹn ó ní valid reason.
Yes.
Because òun ò believe nínú ẹni tí tọ́mú wá. But the question is this ṣé participation in politics òun ṣe jẹ́ election ló bẹ̀rẹ̀. 2027 ń bọ̀ sí máa ń sìn gbogbo wa olùwà tó ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí campaign at this level ẹ máa engage. It's not a bad thing for you to have a party card. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ change nǹkan you have to be part of them. Mo ń padà bọ̀ síbi ọ̀tẹ̀ sọ pé àwọn young people wọ́n sí ń senate and everything o. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ join nǹkan tó bá fẹ́ change nǹkan you have to be part of them. Ẹ sọ fún wa tàbí bẹ̀rẹ̀ session yìí. Any there is this social media trend people using social media for wrong things different things trending. Kí a lè sọ ẹni pé kí ni ẹni ẹ rò pé káwọn náà wá dá nǹkan kalẹ̀ láti ṣe kí ni láti lè máa change narrative yẹn. Kí lẹ ṣe yẹn ẹ̀yin náà join wọn nìyà. Ẹ join ní social media people that are doing things on social media. Kí ẹ wò pé social media ó ń ṣe nǹkan tó dáká ní mi á delete Facebook mi àti Instagram mi àti Twitter mi àti gbogbo kinní mi. You are not contributing to the solution. You are not contributing to the solution. Ẹ tún dá sí problem yẹn ni. Tí wọ́n bẹ̀ pé àwọn olóṣèlú àwọn people pé ẹ̀yin náà join ní politics. I'm not telling you to belong to one party. But ẹni tó bá ń ṣe party náà máa fà kalẹ̀ náà. Sínú party báyìí sìn. Báwo lè fẹ́ kó possible náà.
Aláwọn èèyàn tó dáa tí ó jẹ́ kí wọ́n bọ̀ tí wọ́n sínú party.
Wọ́n sínú party.
So kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ fà wọ́n kalẹ̀.
Kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ fà wọ́n kalẹ̀. Yọ kọ́ ló ní yọ̀ pé Habeeb because you are a Muslim you are a scholar but you are an Islamic scholar òṣèlú mo ní wrong perspective actually mo fẹ́ sọ but màá tún sọ I'm not a politician. No matter how people try to I'm not saying being a politician is a bad thing. Tomorrow I can be a politician but as at this moment I'm not a politician. But kéèyàn ṣòṣèlú ò ṣe problem mo jẹ́ àfáà ní kí n má jóṣèlú mo jẹ́ pastor ní kí n má participate in politics if truly you want to change your community.
Tẹ́ sọ yìí ó jẹ́ kí làákà ìlú ṣíkò gbàgbọ́ tí mo máa ń sábà àti ìròrí mi because ìròrí tọ̀rọ̀ tèmi náà máa ń sábà wá dẹ̀. There are a lot of elections tó yẹ kó ti lọ tí mi participate in bẹ̀ but ṣé mo pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wá ṣàlàyé fún mi sí pé we are to change things by ourselves àwọn people yìí ni truly they don't have anything to offer but táwa bá fẹ́ kí nǹkan kó wà okay tá a fẹ́ change nǹkan àwa gangan náà la máa ṣe kí ni la máa jáde fúnra wa okay let's take it in another aspect again something is
ó lè dípẹ́ lọ
okay
ó lọ́wọ́ kan tí ẹ sọ gangan tí mo fẹ́ try láti address issue pé tábà wo level àwọn senators wa.
yes sir.
Cherry I won't lie to you politics is expensive. I am lucky to engage with politicians at high level. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ contest fún House of Assembly ní Lagos State yìí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ ní roughly around 3 million tẹ́ fẹ́ waste 300 million tẹ́ fẹ́ waste.
300 million. Ṣé mo fẹ́ fi gba fọ́ọ̀mù ní àbí kí mo fẹ́ ṣe?
Bó ṣe ó fọ́ọ̀mù tẹ́ fẹ́ waste.
Okay.
Because àwọn tẹ́ ẹ máa lọ rí community engagement kìnìkan politics is fucking expensive. Share you to see home that 77,000 in salary.
But to me, I think this thing should be affordable.
That is where I now say that most of you ever engage. That things can never change. But you know, not until when people engage government, what's it called, policy makers. You can't change it. Okay, age limits. No one can reduce it. See, àwọn èèyàn bá engage and you are advocating for the right thing. Issue of money politics can also be corrected as well. They can always be a benchmark for it. Iye tán lè ta fọ́ọ̀mù rẹ̀, iye tí ẹ̀ lè ná on politics rẹ̀. They can always be a benchmark for it. But when people does not engage, does not ask questions, they will continue doing it that way.
Olófìdàgbé kìíní ẹ̀ ó jẹ́ continuous
stuff.
So
it jẹ́ continuous stuff. So táwa yìí tún náà bá fẹ́ jẹ́ kí involvement wa kó high, we have to start engaging at every level, not until election day.
In tí mo fi máa sọ pé ẹ̀pàrọ̀ pẹ̀lú tẹ̀ ń sọ yìí. There was a friend of mine tó fẹ́ contest fún councillor. So ó ti jáde ó ti ṣe everything wọ́n padà bí pé man what is happening ó wá ní owó tí wọ́n sọ pé káwọn fi ra form àtàwọn owó kọ̀ọ̀kan pọ̀ èló ni wọ́n ní kẹ́ wá ó ń sọ fún mi pé about 5 million plus councillor ló fẹ́ councillor àdúgbò ní ẹ̀ náà.
ṣé Lagos State ṣé kí n sọ pé yàwó councillor tó bá yẹn náà.
no ó sọ pé ó dọ́dà gbogbo ní 1.5 làwọn máa rà
1.5
so lẹ́yìn táwọn bá san 1.5 fún form ó láwọn owó kan wà tí àwọn máa san.
so àwọn yẹn ẹ lè rẹ́kọ̀dì.
ìṣó yẹ kó lọ ní ọ̀nà yẹn.
ó yẹ kó lọ but ẹ̀yin tó yẹ kẹ́ correct ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá mi.
àwa là jáde.
no yàtọ̀ sí election nìkan kọ́ ẹ máa participate at every level ni. ṣe ẹ̀yin tẹ̀sẹ̀ ní voters card ẹ máa ní ẹ máa belong to any party.
ẹ lè belong to any party.
you have to be part of them.
ó ń béèrè ìbéèrè kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé kíní kan ń fly lórí social media lẹ́nu mẹ́ta yìí governor state kan particular state kan ìgbà tí wọ́n máa yẹ result yẹ̀ wò ó tiẹ̀ ní bọ̀bọ̀ kan tẹ́mi comedian kan òun share result yẹn kiri ní tó print over 5,000 bàtà wá rí result governor WAEC result yẹ tí ó ní F9 or true parallel kí ni a fẹ́ sọ sí yẹn ó dẹ̀ wà náà àwọn tó ń wúlò one country.
Cherry àwọn òbí wa ni máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kan mi ìfẹ́ sọ pé dáàdi máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ mọ bó ṣe mọ ó fẹ́ mọ bó ṣe tó gbé gbàdìgbò wọ́n fẹ́ mọ bí mọ́ mi ẹ̀ ṣe wọlé dáàdi ẹ̀ ẹni tó fẹ́ mọ́ mi ẹ̀ kó tó di pé dáàdi ẹ̀ fẹ́ wọn contest
ọmọ
dig out ẹlẹ́kejì ń bẹ̀ tó wá ni pé ṣẹ́gi ibi táyé ti lajú dé nsìn problem mú àwọn àjùmọ̀ ṣá because even with more advancement in AI wàhálà wà ibẹ̀ ṣe akọni mò ń lọ nǹkan tí yẹn lè believe online ò fi bẹ́ẹ̀ pọ̀ mọ́.
yóò ní ẹ lè believe.
ṣé bí wàá ti Tinubu bẹ́ẹ̀ contest náà sọ pé Tinubu lọ university. mi sọ pé gọ́vnà yẹn mi ní result yẹn ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ o but kò ní nǹkan tí yẹn bá rí online yẹn lè believe. à ń ṣe ó level méjì náà.
bẹ́ẹ̀
ó possible kó ní another result yàtọ̀ sí yẹn.
àwọn èèyàn ò ní yẹn.
a lè ní yẹn gan but èyí tá fẹ́ lónìí yẹn because kíni kan wà nù politics a máa ń pè kíni kan ní agenda setting in communication a máa ń pè kíni kan ní agenda setting kíni ẹni yìí la fẹ́ yọ kó mi báyìí àwọn á ní láti state àwọn agenda kan pé okay tá bá ti push narrative yìí tá bá ti push narrative yẹn ó máa jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn ní another perspective of that person and it's a political tool. so mi sọ pé gómìnà yẹn bí result ẹ̀ ṣe rí kọ́ nìyẹn mi ìdẹ́sọ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe rí àmọ́ díẹ̀ nìkan ó ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá rí online la lè believe.
bàbá ẹ ti bá wa conclude ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn báyìí bí tẹ́ ẹ bá wa sọ nìyẹn a máa ń ṣe kíní kan lórí ètò wa yìí ó ní wípé tí a bá fẹ́ tó bá ti ń lọ sí ọwọ́ ending báyìí a máa ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn guest wa pé lẹ́yìn gbogbo àǹfààní tá a ti jẹ lọ́dọ̀ yìí kí lẹ lè bá àwọn youth sọ tó kàn máa jẹ́ bóyá bí advice pé okay tí àwọn gangan bá ń fẹ́ change fún láìbára wa a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe nǹkan báyìí.
tòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ mo ti sọ wọ́n yẹn nínú ọ̀rọ̀ bàtà ń sọ like ṣẹ́rí òṣèlú gẹ́gẹ́ báyìí ẹ má jẹ́ should I put it as politics or should I just put it as governance? kò ń ṣe taboo.
Okay.
Everybody mọ̀ yẹn pé politics is taboo. Politics is not a taboo. It is a must. It is something as a citizen that you must engage. So as a young person tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kí change ṣẹlẹ̀ Plato sọ̀rọ̀ kan ó ní pé the consequence of not participating in the politics of your state is you being end up by being ruled by the inferior. It's being end up by being ruled by the inferior. Ní ìmọ̀kójú quote but that is what quote yẹn tó ń sọ ní pé penalty tó wà fún ẹni tí ò bá participate náà ni pé ẹni tí ò tó ẹ lákàdá máa darí ẹ̀. So tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé as a young person tẹ́ bá fẹ́ change ẹ jẹ́ ká participate. Participation there is this RSVP. Participation starts from registering, X for what's it called? Selecting, V for voting, and P for protecting. You register as a citizen to vote, like based on available of leaders options, candidate options. You select your choice. Voting on election day, you don't sleep at home. You don't just go and play football. You vote. And lastly, you protect your vote. Protection now go a very long way. You protect at the ballot at the polling unit. You monitor it even after àtọ́ba wọlé àwọn nǹkan tó ń sọ pé reason to be sọ pé vote fún wọn ẹni sọ pé màá ṣọ̀nà yìí ló yẹ kí n dìbò. You still protect that. You are follow up with that promises. Keep calling him out. Ṣíàmà ẹ̀ tí ṣe nǹkan báyìí ṣe. So ẹ lọ tag ẹ Twitter ẹ tag ẹ pé jáde. Àwọn náà máa padà máa change díẹ̀. Ó lé o. Most especially ládùúgbò wa ìjà sípé máa lè fọmọ ta lé. Ẹ má bínú mo kò fẹ́ mú yẹn wá as an advice. Issue kan ṣẹlẹ̀ recently. Mo rí ibì kan ní àdúgbò wa nínú àwọn àdúgbò wa ní ìfẹ́ dárúkọ. Wọ́n wá dalẹ̀ síbẹ̀ wọ́n wá kó for like 2 weeks. Ibẹ̀ ń mú gan. Mo wá yà. Mo wá post ẹ̀ Twitter. Mo wá tag Ministry of Environment. Mo tag gbogbo àwọn tó yẹ kí n tag. Kìíní yẹn wá ti ń get a bit of traction. Àwọn èèyàn ti ń engage pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé like bí i 2 or 3 days after àwọn tí mo lè kọ̀wọ̀ sí lẹ́nu nínú àwọn tó jẹ́ bí àwọn màmá fún wọn náà pẹ̀lú pé wọ́n lò ṣe nǹkan báyìí ó yá yọ fóònù ẹ̀ delete ẹ̀.
Wọ́n sọ fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀.
Yọ fóònù ẹ̀ delete ẹ̀ because wọ́n sọ pé òun fẹ́ máa tákù lágájá báyìí ni ẹni tó lè fẹ́ máa tákù yẹn dẹ̀ ni ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ wọ́n máa lọ sọ pé máa ń rán wọn tá sí ẹ̀ o. So but ẹ̀mí ọ̀dọ́ náà ni ò bẹ̀rù wọn o but mo gbọ́dọ̀ expect màmá yẹn mo dẹ̀ delete kẹta ní kí n delete. So our young person I need láti máa participate. Participation go a long way. So for instance on the 8th of this month starts this Friday. Organization our Adeche Twitter space. We are inviting the Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Lagos State. Láti wá ní conversation with young people on youth and governance in Lagos State. Okay. We expect young people to join, ask questions. Platforms like this expose you to things. But on the 12th of this month, we are having IYD International Youth Day. 12th of this month. We are for the first time. People IYD 12th of this month IYD International Youth Day. That is the day they celebrate all young people across the world. Many organizations will have different webinar, training, engagement. Participate. I want to match webinar and join. So that is what I would just tell young person. Participate, engage. Politics is not taboo. And I will keep saying it. If our vote does not count, politicians will not pay for it.
Thank you very much, sir. And we would love to ask for your handles. Viewers, okay. And they'll be like, okay, what is his handle? So we could connect him.
Handle me to Lofa. Adewale Tajudeen on all platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, but Instagram and Twitter. Habeeb_Adewale.
Adewale. Thank you very much, sir. Also di ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ tí a máa pàdé lórí ètò ayé pẹ̀lú ògbọ́lọ̀ ẹni tí a tún máa gbé bọ̀ ẹni tẹ́ ẹ tún ṣàǹfààní lára ọ̀nà ni. Ó dàbọ̀.
Ẹ lè gbé wọn.